Hi and welcome. My name is Caroline, and today we'll focus on some standing poses and core work, led by some great music by DJ Joe Balance. So if you've been with me before, we did some classes just to start to build strength and poise, and today I want to focus on the legs a lot today, and as I said, the core. And we'll start with core work just to help find where it is in your body that you use, not only the legs. As we get into these transitional poses, I want you to really fire up the center of the body. So saying that, let's do some diaphragmatic breathing. So sit in a comfortable space. All the props that you need today would be a mat. If you have towels, if you'd like to sit up on some cushions to heighten and lengthen your spine. Take your fingers alongside your sit bones here, alongside your pelvis, and press your hands into the ground. Take your shoulders up to the ears. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Place your hands on your knees. And take your finger and thumb together. Mula Bandha will start to settle the breath. And just notice if you want to fidget somewhere. Try to be present for the next 45 to 50 minutes as you build heat and flow and cultivate strength and poise in this practice. So knowing that there will be an incline, and then as the end we'll settle into our backs and find space again. So breathe in through your nose, deep, 3, 2, 1, and you'll hold for 2. Exhale out of your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3. Hold for 2. Exhale for 5. Inhale. Holding, and then exhaling. Continue this breath pattern, and I want you to think about the inhale as your belly goes out. And when you hold, you're retaining. When you exhale, just feel everything leave the body. So there could be thoughts, it could be energy that you do not want right now. So continue to massage your organs as your diaphragm spills down. See if you can think of a balloon expanding here, and as you exhale, the balloon squishing in. Or a pump, so anything you'd like to visualize. It can be any object, but feeling it, and even an instrument. Inhaling as you open, exhaling as everything comes in together. And throughout the practice, you'll come back to this image. Just feeling that energy around your body. And start to open your eyes, flutter in, and let the light of the room come in. Take your knees and just close them together, and we'll come off the legs. So take your props if you were sitting on anything, a block or towels, and move them to the side. We'll come into a child's pose. Open your knees as wide as the mat, touch your big toes to touch. Let your pelvis sit back and walk your hands forward so you're on your fingertips. And we'll side stretch to begin. So first, look at your hands and really walking here forward. Place your pelvis way back. Your big toes are touching. If this is not a comfortable pose for you, place a blanket or towel underneath your knees or behind your knees here, just to sit up taller. So we'll come into side stretch. So as I walk my hands over to the right side of the mat, my right hand will reach to the left corner, and I'll bend my elbow, point my elbow to the sky like this, and then I'll turn and twist towards that bent elbow. Keep reaching, breathe in. Exhale, fall a bit deeper. And personally, I like to place my head on my arm. It doesn't happen for you today. You still have this lengthening, there's no dumping down. Think about the belly turning, the bottom rib turning towards the top rib as you breathe in. And as you exhale, twist a little bit more. Feel the back shoulders, the armpit, the hips, the jaw, relax and come back.
Come back into child's pose. You can take your knees a bit closer together if that feels good or better for your body. And then let your whole palm spread on the ground. Drop your forearms down, drop your forehead to the earth, and exhale. As we come to the other side, I want to walk my fingers slowly and take the right arm out to the side. So you want to point the elbow to the sky and turn towards it. Now my left hand is walking to the corner of the room or the corner of the mat. So it's nice to use that as a platform, your mat or your long towel. I'll turn and twist my belly button towards the elbow. Keep reaching the opposite arm. Inhale. Exhale, turn and twist. Now you can use the traction on the floor, so I like to push my front hand down and it helps me with the twist a bit more, and I'll get into that side shoulder. And you could place your head on the arm here. Try not to press too much, keep lifting, turning and breathing. Ooh, and come back to center. Come onto a tabletop position. Hands underneath wrists, and let's just get into the wrists so they can get so tiresome. Okay, so depending if you're on the computer a lot or the phone or just carrying everyday objects. I'll be in a tabletop, knees underneath hips, and start to turn your hands out to the side and sway your body from side to side. And already this might be a lot for you, so you can do this in a wall if it doesn't come easy. And I'll get into the wrists a bit more now by dialing my fingertips back towards my knees. Okay, so you can do one at a time if it's too much, or we'll do two. I'll sway my body back and forth this time. And as I go back, I want you to round your spine and take your chin to your chest and get into the back as well. This is new now, it does not come easy. I practice this quite regularly. But it's strengthened my planks, and I don't think about my wrist or my down dogs anymore by always warming up the wrist. Tuck your toes under, so tuck them under and start to sink onto your toes. Now you might be here today to stretch your toes out. Others can walk back up, so you might try it and say, not for me, and come back. But if I want to put more pressure, you put all your body weight on top of those toes. So, hello toes. And we'll start to move now a bit faster, just stretching out the joints that we ignore. Our wrists, our feet. So remember the foundation of this practice, especially this Vinyasa, ending with a bit of a yin poses, so static poses. As we move, I want to use my feet, so let's just give them some love first. Take your hands to the edges of your thighs, push down. Squeeze your shoulders up to the ears. Inhale, squeeze back and down. We come into downward dog. Walk your hands forward of your shoulders. Point your toes and give your toes a little slap here. Take a quick child's pose. Reach your arms out really long so my forearms are lifted and my palms are turned out slightly. And as I transition to downward dog, do your best not to move your hands or your feet. So all I do is I tuck my toes, bend the knees, lift the hips up and back to downward dog with the knees bent. And then straighten one leg, drop the heel to the floor, bend it and straighten the other leg. Continue like this. My gaze is about in the middle of the mat. You need to have a bit like more space in your legs and you feel like it's not coming easy. Just widen your legs, shorten your stance and start to press your heels down one at a time. But I'm going to come back to hip distance. Make sure your pose is long, okay? So as I roll forward to a plank pose, my length should be the same. So rolling forward to plank, I pause in plank, push the ground down, breathe in. Look forward, exhale, downward dog. So 5 like that, rolling plank. So think cat pose, roll forward to plank. Downward facing dog. Roll forward to plank. Inhale, exhale to downward facing dog. One more, inhale to plank, exhale to dog. Very last one for now, roll forward to plank. Okay, start to build heat. Bring the left knee in. Slow mountain climbers here, just getting into the core. Knee into chest, knee into chest. For 3, 2, and 1. Take a downward facing dog, hips up and back. Walk your hands slowly to halfway up the mat. Then to the fingertips. Then drop the heels as you walk your hands all the way back to a forward fold. Bend knees, belly to thighs. Breathe in, drape over. Take your hands to your hips, squeeze your elbows in, straighten your legs. Look halfway up. Lead with the heart and come all the way to stand. Nice work. Reach the arms up and over the head. Exhale, folding forward. Walk the hands back to a plank pose. Pause here. Take your knees down. Put a little bit of chin and chest today. So I look forward and I roll the shoulders back. Start to bend the elbows back. Take your chin and your chest to the ground. Pause. Take your tail to the sky. Slither yourself forward to a cobra pose. Hands are low and alongside your ribs. Squeeze the elbows in. Point the toes. Breathe in as I look up. Exhale to come down. 3 like that cobra. Exhale down. Inhale up. Keep the nose pressed. Push up. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands forward. Forward fold. Surya Namaskar A. So we're going to come into this 3 times. I'm going to fold forward. Inhale halfway up. Arms out. Exhale to stand. Reach the arms up. Hands to heart center. Tadasana. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Step your right leg back and then the left leg. Plank pose. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Roll forward to a plank pose. Lower your knees or not. So I'm going to come into chaturanga. Knees down or up to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. In for 1. Exhale for 2. Step your left foot into the belly and then through into the foot here as I come into warrior 1 pose. Drop the back heel. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Arms back down. Plank to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. In for 1. Exhale. Now if chaturanga is too much, just drop your knees as you lower down like I did the first time. Knees, chest, chin. Take the right leg up. Take the right knee and step yourself to a lunge. Pivot in the back foot. Raise the arms, warrior 1. In for 1. Exhale. Take the arms down, plank pose. Back leg lifts. Chaturanga, knees up and down. So show your knees down, roll the shoulders, come halfway, and then pelvis drops, upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. 2 to 3 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. You step or jump forward to a forward fold. Look halfway up as you inhale. Exhale to fold. Arms out to the side. Sweep your arms up. Stand up. Tadasana. Again, inhale to rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, look halfway. Plant your hands, step to a plank. Downward facing dog. Left leg comes forward. Warrior 1. Sweep the arms up. Hip points forward. Press into the back heel. Take your hands down, plank. Vinyasa here, just hold your plank. So roll forward to upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, roll over, downward facing dog. Right leg comes forward to a warrior 1 again. Keep the hip points forward, reach the arms up, sink in the front knee. Arms come down, plank. Vinyasa or stay in plank. Upward facing dog to a downward facing dog. So plank or down dog are great here as well. Step or jump. If you're jumping, I'm going to take my knees, bend. Keep all of my breath as I exhale. Retain, jump forward. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Reach your arms, sweep up to stand. Last round, hands to heart center. Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, step or jump back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 2 to 3 breaths here. Rest in a child's pose if you need more space or stay in your downward facing dog. transitioning to standing poses now. I'll take my right leg to the sky, bend my knee first, and take the heel to the buttocks. Keep your arms straight, do a few circles here to open that hip. That's it. Now take the knee into the belly, round the spine, and come onto the fingertips to stretch your right leg through. Pivot in the back foot, cartwheel your arms up, warrior two. So turn your chest here, look at your back leg, make sure you're nice and wide here in your stance. Reach the back arm back and hold. Bend through the front knee, turn, breathe, gaze over the second finger. Back arm drops, reach the back, front arm up, peaceful warrior, straighten the front leg. Breathe in as you reach, exhale, come back to Virya 2. Virabhadrasana 2, so you're holding here, opening the back shoulder and staying put. 2 more breaths. Roll the back thigh back, that's it. Keep bending. Are you breathing? And then straighten the front leg as we transition to warrior or triangle pose. You might have to shorten your stance, so just stay long, reach forward, take the back arm to the hip, turn the top shoulder back. Hold triangle. Hand can just rest mindfully here, outside or inside. Keep turning the back shoulder up. Use the back leg to ground down. Maybe the arm reaches up. Inhale for 1, relax the neck. Exhale for 2. Use your legs, pick the bottom waist up. And then the top arm reaches up to the sky as you come back to warrior 2. Hold. Turn the toes to face parallel and take them in line with each other, so it's one straight line. Hands to hips, squeeze your elbows in. Start to fold forward, halfway. Place your hands on your low back and lengthen your spine, so palms flip up. So now pause here, turn your toes in slightly, and like this is a chalk line in front of your toes, make sure they're in one straight line. Press into the balls of the foot and the outer side of the foot to fire your legs up. And then feel this engagement here in the inner thighs. Roll your inner thighs back. Place your hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And just pause here, let gravity do the work as you start to spill forward. Now the options are to cross your arms and hold onto your legs here again to shoulder stretch. Or you can just hold onto your elbows and bring your biceps in line with your ears and fold forward. Feel the shoulders wherever you are. You can sway your body like a tree. And then take your hands to the center. Look halfway up. We'll come into a gentle twist. So bending my left knee, keep my left fingertips down. Turn and twist. Pause here. Options to lift your arms to the sky, only if that feels like it can give and let you happen. But do squeeze your shoulder blades together. Your gaze is at the horizon. Straighten your leg if you please. And then come all the way down. Look halfway up, so long spine to lengthen. I'm on my fingertips or blocks if they're available. I like to be my fingertips because there's more sensation and nerves here as well, so you have a clearer place of where you are. And I bend my right knee, keep the right hand under the heart, turn the fingers to face the toes and turn and twist. By rolling the elbow, the shoulder up here and pause. Keep your head down if your neck is bothering you and lift the arm up. Roll the wrist, whatever feels good, straighten the leg perhaps. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Hands to the hips, look forward, use your core, scoop the navel up, soft bend in the knees, squeeze the elbows, come up to stand. Other side, so turn the opposite, left toes out, right toes turn in. So I'm in heel to arch alignment approximately. Okay, now really use your back leg to press the outer foot down and so roll your thigh back. So the bone, I want you to open it and roll it back. As I bend the front knee at the same time. Turn your chest, arms reach out, long stance here, Virabhadrasana 2. So just play with a few bounces here to settle in the pose, less about the arms. Okay, and everybody's different shapes here, so you might feel that this is
too much, make your pose shorter, or it can go longer. The aim is to have this knee bent into 90 degrees. Doesn't always happen, so don't fret. The more you do. And then feel the tail reaching down as the leg comes here. Straight arms, breathe. Inhale. And I like to turn my palms up to soften my shoulders down. And then move my arms here again. And notice one of the arms going up or down. Take the shoulders from the ears. We flow here again. Reach back, arm up. Peaceful as I straighten. Reach back into this back bend. Come to triangle, Trikonasana. So I reach forward, take the hand out or in. Pause, take the back arm to your hip. Roll the shoulder, breathe in. And then turn, turn, turn. That's it. So do your best not to dump. Think about staying up. Use your feet. Use your side obliques. Turn. Reach your arm to the sky if that's available. These are only offerings. Just make sure you do your practice, okay? So if something doesn't feel so good, just shorten your stance by just hopping the back leg forward a bit. Keep breathing. And your head and gaze can be here, up to the sky, or down low. This hand is soft, open. Take the top hand up. Turn the toes out. This time interlock your hands together in the back. So I'm still in a wide stance. My inner thighs are rolling back and pressing in the ball of my foot. Shrug your shoulders back and down. This is when your towel can come in handy if you want to hold it behind here, your palms facing back. I'm going to come forward halfway and pause. Then lift your sternum, lift your chest, and you can stay here. This can feel great. Some of you might go further, but it's about reaching, pressing in the ball of the foot, and then my arms might come up a little further. My head starts to look between my thighs, my shoulders go up, and I squeeze here. Shaking the head, relaxing the gaze. Inhale. Breathe in, soften the knees if you need. You can bend them, go a little lower, and then straighten the legs by rolling the inner thighs back. Rise to shine with the chest. Come all the way to stand. Ooh, that's it. Now heel toe your feet together. And then stand up. Shake your arms, shake your legs. Utkatasana, chair poses. We transition to more standing poses here. We'll build more heat. Here we go. So hips distance apart. Place your hands outside of your knees and push your knees into your hands. Push your hands into your knees and just fire up those hips here. Breathing in. And exhale. Take your hands to your heart center. A few pulses down. Shift the hips back, then raise the arms forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Take the hands to heart center again. Heel toe the feet together. Start to twist towards the right leg. You can hook your elbow outside of the right leg, or keep your elbow inside between the thighs. I'll turn and twist, keep pressing into the heels. Press the top hand into the bottom hand. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale to twist. Option to fly your arms here. Keep pressing the knee into the outer arm and breathe. Transition back slow, stay low, press into the heels. Arms up, come to stand. Tadasana. Other side. Reach your arms up, sit low. Hands to heart center. And start to turn and twist. Hook the elbow, press the top hand down. Lean into those heels, press the knee into the arm. Fly your arms if that's available here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Come back to Utkatasana, chair pose. Forward fold this time. Look halfway up. Step or jump back to plank pose. Take a vinyasa or just hold your plank here. So core work. Everybody's going to meet and plank. Take the left knee in, wrap the left knee into the core. Pause. Right knee in. Take the knee up. Twisting. Left knee to right tricep. Hold. Back. Right knee. Two more like that. In. So slow is key here. We're always rushing. See if you can incorporate your life into this practice.
and then hold plank. Okay, holding plank like this, pressing, looking forward. Toes underneath heels, squeeze your bum. Breathe for 10. And drop the knees, take a rounded child's pose. Nice work. Sweep your arms back, place your hands on your upper back, your lower back should I say, your palms face up. And then just let your shoulders roll in, take your head to the ground. Take your hands forward, spread your fingers, open your knees, sit into an active child's pose. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Right leg comes to the sky. Step it through to the outer thumb here into a lunge. You might have to take your foot forward to do this. Lift halfway up. Pause. Sweep your arms forward, come up to stand, high lunge. Hook your thumbs, stretch your shoulders here and breathe. Take the hands to heart center. We'll come into a gentle twist now. I'm going to turn and twist towards the bent knee. Take my left fingertips down and turn, reach the arm up. Hold here for a moment. Start to straighten the front leg any amount beyond your fingertips and then come back. Transitioning to warrior 3. So I'll take my gaze forward, jump the back toes in a few inches, bend the standing leg, take your hands to heart. If you need more support, have your hands on the ground. We'll transition here slowly, steadily, shifting the weight in the front leg, lift the back leg in. You can fly your warrior here, have your hands in front of your head, or keep your head, your chest lifted by holding. My back toes are turning down, straighten the standing leg if you can. Breathe in, and then stand up. So nice, give your legs a little shake. And we'll transition to the other side. Stepping the right leg back behind you. Reach your arms to the sky, high lunge. Hook your thumbs, reach up, bend the bottom knee so you can tilt your pelvis here and then straighten the back leg. Breathe in for 1. Exhale to stand. 2 more breaths. Exhale. Now reach forward, take that right hand down. Back toes can go back a few inches here, stay, and I'll turn and I'll twist. That's it. Hand on hip or reach the arm to the sky. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale, straighten that back leg a little bit more. Relax the gaze. Hand can plant down as well, but does that mean you fall down? Just stay long in the spine. And then turn away. Hands to the heart. So I transition here, I'm going to step my back foot in, pause with my hands on my sternum to lift myself up with my long spine. You can stay here and just hover the back toes off the ground. But if you're ready for more, I'll sweep the leg up, I'll pause. Straighten the back leg if that's available, lift the chest. Long spine, long leg. Reach your arms to the side or reach them forward into Virabhadrasana 3. That's it. Lots of choices here. Keep breathing. Make sure that back hip turns down for 5 more seconds, 3 more breaths. Bend the standing leg, come to stand and sit in chair pose. Nice work. Hands to heart center. Heel toe your feet nice and wide. As you come into a squat, we'll come into Malasana, okay, wide Malasana. So if you know that you need to sit on a bed, a cushion, have it close by. I'll slowly come down, keeping the knees out, toes turned out. And keeping the spine long, sit into a squat. As you start to cool down in practice, keep your sternum long and lifted. Tendencies to be here. A nice trick is to put something underneath your heels, to raise your heels up so you can have support or have a block under your bum. Stay long in the spine, hands together. 2 more breaths. 3 and 1. You're going to sit down, give yourself a nice big hug, big squeeze round the spine a lot. That's it. Scoop the navel in. Take your hands behind your thighs, point your feet. Roll the shoulders back and pause. Take the knees to the belly, chest is raised,
and stay breathing here. Focusing, using your hands but not using your hands. So I'm not pulling, I'm trying to find some steady gaze, softness somewhere. So perhaps I'll just use my fingertips in the backs of my hamstrings. Okay, maybe my hands will let go, my palms will face up, and I'll balance on my sit bones. Keep your chest lifted. Start to tap your toes back into the core. For 5, relax the neck. 4, maybe your toes don't tap. 3, 2, and last thing, use your hands for support if you need as I come down to Ardha Navasana and come back up. Inhale, open. Exhale. Last one will hold. Have your body shaped like a canoe. Relax the head, relax the neck. You can hold onto your legs if you need more support. And then slowly come all the way down. Reach your arms back behind you. Give a big stretch, a well-earned stretch for all that core work, standing poses. As you build heat, we'll start to cool down with the music and the breath. Bend the legs, hold on to the edges of your mat. Squeeze your shoulders under, press the heels down, lift your pelvis into a bridge. Take the hip points towards the ribs, reach up, have space in the back of the chin or the front of the chin to the chest. And this gets congested here, so try to breathe. Okay, lots of options. If it's in your practice, you can interlock your arms and pull down here. A nice thing to do as well is come onto the tippy toes and take your hands under your hips to lift into this modified Urdhva Dhanurasana. Two more breaths. Sthira and Sukha. Finding ease. Slowly roll down. That's it. Give yourself a big squeeze. Open your knees. A few circles here. And reverse those circles. Extend the left leg. Hug the right knee into the chest. Then we'll go into a spinal twist. So take that leg across the body. Open the right arm. Gently press down the knee. Twist chest up. You can stay here or straighten that leg if it feels available. If you have room as well. Or just pause and feel this twist. So it's like gravity is just taking you down to the side. Your shoulder will want to come up. Try to open the chest to prevent that from happening. A pillow underneath can feel great. Just release, release, release. As you come back, extend your legs and just have your palms face up, toes turn out, and just feel how you feel. When you're ready to come to the other side, I'll hug my left leg in, extend the right leg. So my gaze is here soft. If you feel like your head is tipping back, you probably need a pillow, light pillow underneath your head, okay, so you feel more space behind the neck. As I gather myself here, flex the right foot, toes pointed up. Take hold of the knee, the outer knee, and just gently take it across your body into the spinal twist. This arm will just straight to the ground. I'll give myself a little push, but if that doesn't feel good, just let the leg fall naturally into this twist. My arm can reach, you can look over the opposite arm if that allows you, or just keep staring up at the ceiling. So feel the spinal rinse get so congested. And be grateful for your spine and what it has done in your core and what your body has allowed you to do. And where is your mind? Did you silence the mind, or did you let it chatter, chatter? Come back. So as you prepare for Shavasana, corpse pose, just give yourself a little wiggle, hold on to the outer side of the mat, tuck your shoulders under, and the music quietens down. A few breaths in, and purse your lips and shake your head from side to side. Whatever you do to fidget, do it now. Fidget your body, shake your body, and then just let everything be heavy into the earth. stay for 1 to 2 minutes, or you could stay as long as you please by turning everything off, settling the nervous system for all the activity you did. Try to find yourself in Shavasana. Those of you who are ready to come out, I'll just offer you to roll to the side, to the right side, in a fetal-like position. Let your head be heavy as you come up to a seat, joining one side to the other. Lift your sternum to the sky. Bow down. Gratitude to yourself. Thank you for showing up. Namaste.